all 3 people who were shot are expected to be okay, but it was a violent night. Right now we're on McMillan Street.
So that was my morning so far. I was covering a shooting right near the University of Cincinnati. I obviously had another shoot scheduled, but then the breaking news always trumps whatever we normally have scheduled. And today I decided to do something I have not done in quite some time. I decided to watch myself. So I came home, turned on the TV. I have every single thing DVR'd, like I always have it DVR'd every single morning, but I don't end up ever watching it, which is terrible because literally the only way to get better is to watch yourself and see the mistakes you make. See, just not even mistakes because you know when you make a mistake. It's seeing when you think you actually did a good job and you're like, oh my gosh, that actually sounded horrible. Like that is really what makes you better. Just the random pauses or, oh, I would have said it that way. And so finally I decided to bite the bullet and come home and watch a few of my live hits, and I can definitely see where I need improvement. In case you were wondering why I was speaking kind of quiet in that last clip, it is because Zach was fast asleep, as most people were at that hour, because today's Labor Day. So most people are laboring, or no, they're not laboring away. I'm laboring away. They're fast asleep, but not anymore. Zach is up, he's out and about somewhere in this apartment. Today is Labor Day. Of course, though, the news never stops. So neither do we. We have our 2 laptops set up, and the reason I'm in such a good mood right now is because I got an interviewee. On holidays, it can be so hard to score an interview because it's their holidays, their vacation, they're not by their email. I really need to prepare for this interview, but really quickly, I get a lot of questions from those who want to go into the industry, and they ask me about some of the downsides or something they might not know about or think of, or something that they might not like about being a journalist, any reasons not to become one. And the obvious one is that you're going to be working holidays. It's just a known fact. When you are starting out in the industry, more often than not, you're gonna be working Christmas, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, where we are right now, which obviously Labor Day isn't really that big of a deal, at least not to me. It's just, honestly, it's not that big of a holiday, but Christmas, Thanksgiving, those ones can kind of suck a little bit, I'll be honest. I mean, I grew up waking up on Christmas morning, running downstairs, opening all my presents, and spending the entire day with my family. For example, last Christmas, I spent the entire morning, and I think it was like 28-degree weather at a fire. That puts everything into perspective, because when we got called to that fire, and all I'm thinking about is, can you imagine losing your home on Christmas morning? Like, are you kidding me? It's really easy to stop feeling sorry for yourself when you're a reporter and you're covering these kinds of things. Overall, I don't really mind working holidays, and one of the big reasons is the money incentive. At my company, you have 2 options. You can either do double time and a half, where you make a lot of money today, or you do time and a half, but you still make more money than usual, and you get to pick a day off. Can you guys guess which one I pick? I need the day off. I need the mental break of everything. And also what makes working holidays a lot better is I feel like you have this sense of like, we're all in it together. Anyone who's at the news station, it's just, we're all in the same boat. And there are so many people in the same boat. I am not a case study. I'm not this crazy miraculous creature. What? She's working Labor Day? If you go to the gas station today, if you go to the grocery store, if you want to go out to eat, all of these people are working on a holiday. Be sure to thank them, and quite possibly give them a larger than normal tip, because as someone who cannot receive tips as a TV news reporter, just give it all to them. Give it all to the waiters and waitresses. Okay, I was not planning on whipping out my vlog camera right now, but then I looked in the mirror and I realized you guys need to appreciate this moment with me. First, I want you to take a look at this before. I mean, my hair is a legit mane right now. I don't even want to tell you what day we're on when it comes to washing it. And if you're noticing there's like stuff in it, it's because there is. I have to put all this, honestly, just hairspray and stuff in it in order for the curls to hold, because yes, I'm obviously not planning on straightening this thing. So yeah, the hair, not looking great. The face, not looking great either. I'm very tired, but luckily that's what makeup is for. That is why this stuff was invented. We're gonna go to work. And suddenly we are looking a heck of a lot better. But guys, okay, I'm gonna be honest, that was the plan. Like, that's what I really wanted to say in this clip. What? I try so hard to be like a cool YouTuber, like follow my journey, make a TV news reporter. And okay, proof that there's nothing I can do. Take a look at this piece of hair. We have my flat iron, or curling iron, full blast. I'm going to wrap it around. I have to leave in like 2 seconds. Okay, and by the way, I'm not gonna keep this entire section clip in because we're gonna keep this frying for approximately 15 seconds, so hold on. No, there's something weird about this hair. There's something up. So look, I'm holding it in place. We have to go. If I was truly fashionable and cared about what I looked like, this is what we'd be wearing. But instead, we're going for the gold with the sneakers. Obviously, you guys knew it was coming. You knew it. Anyway, we're running late, so let's go. Oh my gosh, why is this my life? My freaking Lorac Pro palette shattered and went all over my legs, and I don't know what to do because I know if I smear it, it's gonna just get everywhere. I'm scared, guys. Oh, that's just even worse. Come on. Why can we not just have one normal morning, guys? Like, why do these things happen? So this doesn't look good at all. Like, don't be fooled. I mean, you're not fooled. You can see it. I have to tuck my hair behind my ear. Anyway, all right, we gotta start memorizing our script and everything. Just wanted to, oh, I'm FaceTiming someone. Just wanted to check in and give you a little update on how great my morning is. Surprisingly, somehow, someway, my hair did not even end up looking that bad on air. I do not know how I dodged that one, but it really wasn't that bad at all.
Hey Sheila, some days I enjoy cooking at home. I do, I really do. But then there are the other 360 days of the year, and I absolutely do not. Not to mention, I'm terrible at it, so that's probably where my hatred comes into play.
One thing I do have to say is this morning did get slightly weird. You guys know how sometimes I just like to bring a little bit of weirdness to the table. That was definitely the case this morning. A little backstory, I was covering a new meal delivery service that just opened up in Cincinnati, and another term for it is a ghost kitchen.
Hey Bob, I want to start out by setting the record straight. Ghost kitchens are not haunted, and to prove it, we're gonna whip out our ghost goggles. These are definitely not sunglasses I got from Target for $8.99. Definitely not. And no, definitely not haunted, but what they are is genius.
Now though, I am off to my next story of the day. We are covering food delivery for students in Northern Kentucky. As you can tell, I literally just was assigned this. I just read the release. I don't know much about it, and that's why we need to go and investigate. Obviously, this is not investigation worthy, but you know what? We're gonna find out what the deal is with that. So off to our next story. Oh my gosh, I hate when it does this. Hello, Bright. Yes, what's up?
Typically, school buses are used to transport kids to and from school. It's why they were created, right? Well, that's not gonna be happening today. I wanna show you that school bus right there. You're not looking at kids in the windows. You're looking at bags of meals.
All right, so I'm back from my 9 a.m. shoot. We are sitting here with our oatmeal, of course, chocolate. This is so disgusting and not sanitary. Oh my gosh, I am disgusting. All right, we just cleaned that up, and now I'm getting ready for an 11 o'clock Zoom interview for a whole nother story. And this next story is on parents and just how they're concerned about what the heck happens if the shoe drops again and school's shut down. What are they gonna do, especially for the working parents? I really can't imagine being a parent right now. You know, the childcare costs and deal with your children. Are they getting a good education? Like, it's so much. Anyway, so I definitely feel for them, and I love covering stories like this. Also, I realized looking back on my live shots from this morning, I had so much more energy than normal. It's because I was covering a non-COVID story for the first time in months. Like, seriously, every story I've covered has something to do with COVID, it feels like. I don't mind it, you know, of course it's important, but you lose your pizzazz, you know? You're covering the same thing for months. You lose your excitement, and today I was just so excited to be covering something different. I didn't even realize I was excited about it until I was looking back. I'm like, whoa, I had so much more energy. It was cool to be off the COVID beat, but now we're back on it. Boom, this is my finished salad. We've got romaine lettuce, cucumber, zucchini, red bell peppers, tomatoes, and balsamic vinaigrette dressing. But I've been getting kind of sick of this. I don't know, this is like always my go-to salad. So if you guys have any suggestions for salad recipes, like things to add and things to do, let me know. I love a good salad recipe. So comment down below your favorite things to add that maybe I didn't think of, because kind of getting sick of this, but for now, it'll do. And then I save half for my leftovers for tomorrow, which is the best part about making food, having leftovers. Oh, it is a game changer. Boom, and it's not really leftovers because it's planned, so I guess it's meal prepping. We are prepping. Hello, and welcome to a very unmotivated day in my life. Several days have passed since the last time we spoke. I actually had a 4-day weekend, guys, which is probably the #1 highlight of this entire year. I mean, it's the most time off I've had in forever. It felt so nice to just be off, like away from work, and especially like for me, it's it's not really like work that impacts me. It's more just like the sleeping routine where I got to just like sleep in, and my idea of sleeping in, I know it's not truly sleeping in, but I didn't have to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning for 4 days in a row, and that's amazing. But the thing that I hate is getting back on track. I feel like my first day back after a break, even if it's just like a 3 or 4 day weekend, I just feel like I don't know how to do my job. I lose my mojo, and that's why a lot of people like ask like, why don't you take more days off? Why don't you take more breaks? And a big reason is because like I'm just like in the swing of things. Like, why don't I just keep going? And like, especially in the morning show, you're always planning so far ahead. Whereas like dayside or nightside, you come in and the story you're working on from the second you get in airs that night. For us though, like you wake up and you're on air. So the idea is you actually do most of the work the day before. And so you always just need to be working like 7 steps ahead. And when you go on vacation or take a few days off, you just don't know what's going on in the area. Like, what are some upcoming events? What are some things we have to cover? So I definitely feel so out of it. And I overall just feel pretty unmotivated. It's the COVID stories. I feel like it can definitely just get repetitive, where my favorite part about this job is that every day is so different, which can also be like the most stressful part about this job, because you wake up and you're like, what's about to happen? Like, did crazy things happen overnight? But no, it's my favorite part about this job. But I do have to say, because of the pandemic, things have been more the same than ever, where the stories we cover, they're all different, they're all different angles, but they all have to do with the same exact thing, you know? They all have to do with the pandemic and the way life is now, and it definitely messes with your creativity, I feel like. But we are coming back, guys. We're better than ever. And my biggest thing that I always do whenever I want to get out of a rut, not even a rut, but just when I like am lacking motivation, because I really am right now, is I whip out the notebooks and just getting everything like in paper form always makes me feel so excited and motivated. Clearly, I'm obsessed with the color pink. I also, the 2 pens I picked out to write today are both pink. That is so embarrassing. This one's just like an idea notebook that I can like write ideas in. This one's my agenda, and I actually don't even really use an agenda that much. Like seriously, like day-to-day news reporting stuff, it all happens so fast. It all gets canceled and this and that mostly it's either just like on the notes app on my phone or, and this sounds so bad, in my head. Like, I just know Thursday this is coming up. That's obviously not recommended, but writing in an agenda definitely like just gives me the motivation because it's fun and it's pretty and I enjoy it. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now. I am waiting on people to call me back. That's the weird thing about this job. It's like your work and your day is dependent on someone calling you back. And until then, you're just sitting here kind of useless. Like, okay, nice. I don't know the exact saying, but I just know it's so true that life isn't about always being motivated. You're not always going to be motivated. It's about discipline and having the discipline to do these things. Also, one thing I want to say is people, especially like on my birthday vlog, say like, oh my gosh, you have your life so in order and you do so much and this and that. And it's really not true. Like, I do a lot because I have to. Like, I'm told to do these things. And even, I guess I have reached the discipline with YouTube where no one's telling me, but I know I have to get this done. Like, it's just what I've set out for myself and it's what I want. Like, I have the end goal in sight, which actually isn't really an end goal, but my end goal is just making you guys happy and connecting and going with my schedule. I will say that like when no one is telling you to do something and when you don't have that end goal in sight, it can be so hard to be motivated to do anything. In my 4-day weekend, there were plenty of times where I was like, wow, I'm just too lazy to like leave this couch right now, so I'm not gonna. It is hard. I think working for yourself and finding that motivation and discipline in general is difficult. I don't know, it's just whenever people say that, I'm like, trust me, I do not have my life together. If I did, this notebook would be full, but instead, most of the pages empty. Also guys, I got this beautiful wall art. It was in the kids section at TJ Maxx, not gonna lie, but I don't really care. She believed she could, so she did, and it's gold and sparkly. Where do you think I should put it? This right here is the Clancy room. Should I put it like right there? Should I put it like right there? Maybe right there? Not. I feel like it'd either be like right there or there. I don't know. What do you guys think though? Here's like the full space. It's not really that important over there, especially like most of my YouTube videos you guys can see this way, but let me know. You guys are always the best at this kind of stuff. This is the most classic work from home setup of all time. I've got my work over here and my boyfriend over there. Are you in your meeting?
I'm supposed to have I'm jumping in a meeting at 9.
Well, it's 8:57. That means you have 3 minutes to talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to chat about?
We're talking about lack of motivation today. What's your biggest advice for when you're not motivated? And obviously your company has been impacted maybe more than any other.
Yeah, I don't think my company's been impacted more than any other, but I think my job specifically within my company has, because I won't say names, but I mean, I sell to aviation companies, different things like that, and due to COVID, they have been impacted the worst. So no, that definitely is true. I mean, you can drink energy drinks to start off your
Oh yeah?
motivation.
Yeah, you trying to sell energy drinks?
Sure, sponsor me energy drinks. I mean, we've talked about, like, again, just the schedule wise and whatnot, trying to normalize it. I've been going into work a little bit more, 2 or 3 times a week now. I think when you have the mindset of you're at work, you do work. Like, it's just that simple. Or if you get up, and my company, we do a morning meeting every day. So, I mean, you're up and it's not like you can even not join. That helps just get your day started in the right foot. My motivation to work out is I just don't want to be fat. So it's pretty simple. I think I eat pretty healthy Monday through Friday at lunch, and then my weekends can kind of go away. So it's do as much as you can through Monday through Friday to be healthy and exercise. Plus, it just makes you feel better. Your mindset of, like, if you get a good workout in, you feel healthier, your mind feels better. I think working out can help work. You got a busy day at work, and if it's a long, frustrating day, you can go work out. That helps me instead of just coming home and not doing anything and stewing on your bad work day and all that.
Okay, Zach and I are just laughing because we have to put in a request, because by the way, our sink is disgusting. Ugh, it's disgusting. So we put in a request, and his last request from months ago popped up. Look how sweet this is. I never even knew Zach did this.
Please knock first. Clancy naps in the middle of the day, so she may be sleeping. If no one answers, call.
Zach and I were just laughing because the other day we were talking about his friend, and I forget what Joe even told both of us, but he came over. I promise you, Joe came over and we were in the kitchen when Zach was showering and he was telling me something. I said it to Zach several days later. But tell them about your reaction. Truly, I've never seen such a reaction.
So I was showering, so I obviously was not a part of that conversation. Joe and I went to lunch a few days later, just us. And he told me that.
Just them.
And he told me that same story. And Clancy then, in our conversation, 2 days after Joe and I had the talk, referred to that conversation. And, like, I froze because it's like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm like, you weren't there when we talked.
He froze and he thought I implanted something in his phone.
Yeah, I was like, you were not a part of this conversation.
Oh man, I'm caught. But I was actually telling Zach, so I'm part of, you guys know I'm part of so many Facebook groups. I'm such a loser, but I really enjoy these Facebook groups, guys. And so one of them, this person was like, ladies, need some like help and recommendations. Was looking at my boyfriend's like tracker thing, because they share their location with each other at all hours. It was like the craziest story. He said he went to Subway to get a sandwich, but I saw he was at work all day. Zach and I would both never ever share our location with each other. There's just no reason you need to know where I am.
Sounds like someone's trying to hide something.
You are such a loser because you we had a whole talk about how we're in agreement with that.
Oh, YouTube. Let me know if you see her out and about doing anything sketchy.
You are such a loser for the camera. And I know people are gonna comment, what if like you're kidnapped? Like, I don't know. I just don't think like that.
We need to share our location with each other. I think that's weird.
It breaks down a barrier of communication. If I want to know what Zach's up to, I will text him, where you at, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we even talked about that person probably just didn't want to go get lunch with his wife or whatever. Like,
girlfriend.
Or girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend after this incident.
There's times like, again, people maybe like
what
make up stuff.
Are you saying?
So it's like,
well, that I don't know about.
I mean, but it's
I
just
don't relate to you.
It's just funny because it's like that guy just didn't want to get lunch in the middle of the day with his probably annoying girlfriend. His annoying girlfriend. You deny me to go get lunch all the time. You're the not fun boyfriend in this scenario, and I'm like that fun girlfriend who's trying to hang out.
And I'm like, I got Subway. Also, guys, ow, I just freaking stubbed my toe. I'm so excited! We are working on my story for tomorrow about the it's not the American Country Music Awards, it's the Academy of Country Music Awards. I have to remember that. And yes, we have our oatmeal in a mug. Why is this not focusing? Come on, come on. It literally just looks like a pile of literal mud. Mud in a mug. Wow, I should trademark that. Oh my gosh, be right back while I cry because I just looked at my Instagram story mentions and one of you tuned in to watch the broadcast today. Shout out to Catherine That Noob. I always see you commenting and posting on Instagram and just being like the most supportive human ever. That means so much to me. You are the best. Exciting news, guys. We've got a Sephora haul. So these are just a few of my holy grail items. I just wanted to go over these before I unbox them and start using them because I do get a lot of questions. First things first, if you are in the market for a new moisturizer, this is amazing. Like once I discovered this stuff, I can't go back to anything else. It is just the perfect formula. It's the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I don't know, some of them feel so gross on your skin and you don't want to go out after and you don't want to put foundation over it. No, this is lightweight enough that it doesn't feel disgusting, but it gets the job done. I have not had dry skin since I started using it. Next up, we've got our beauty blender. These are a must, and I saw that they had a limited edition blue one, so I was like, what the heck, sign me up. I definitely do not change these enough. You guys call me out on it, and I'm sorry. This stuff, oh my gosh, guys. I have talked about it before. It is the Banana Bright Eye Cream by Ole Henriksen, and I'll put this on every single morning underneath my eyes, and I feel like it just brightens them. Obviously, with my job, I struggle to get sleep. It is not good, and I feel like I really have noticed a difference with this stuff. Next up, I have not used this stuff in a while. It's the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I have not used this since college, like maybe like my junior or sophomore year, and I wanted to give it another try because sometimes you want to have a little something on your face, but you don't feel like going full coverage, and I feel like this stuff is perfect for not feeling too much, like you don't want a full face of foundation on, but also it does the job. Like there's some tinted moisturizers where I'm just like, ew, this is just disgusting, and I am in the shade Natural. Next up, I've actually never used this stuff before. It is a Laura Mercier blush. I got like a random shade online, so this is gonna be interesting, but I really am in the market for a new blush. Oh my gosh, wow, this is interesting. Let's take that stuff off. Oh wow, that's actually really pretty. I've just been looking for new blush on air because I literally only own one blush, which is really pathetic. And then lastly, I just got a new tanning mitt for when I do start self-tanning again because I have not been self-tanning since I've been getting color from the sun, hashtag summer, but I am sad it is all coming to an end. All right, I am done with my workday, and I know this is like the most atrocious lighting ever. I'm a very big like lighting snob where bad lighting upsets me in many ways, but that's okay. I'm just closing off the vlog here. Just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I love you guys. I will have my socials linked down below if you guys want to follow my life and everything in it. That's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later.